Yura, yir kanji bama, ngayo garaida. Gari marimal, jin balgad dungai, gare baja. Gari bam bai bunga. Ngayo buri-buri gari mil birba. Yuri alada. Ngayu gadeida, ngayu gadan, ngayu gadeida, ngayu gadan. Julain wara, kubri wara, burungu, bubungu bayamba. Yalanji Gugu yalanji dalbu Jongurji Hobulguda Ngayu Gadeida Ngayu Gadan. Yalada. I'm a Yalanji woman from the northeast Australian coast, Daintree Rainforest people. My grandfather, Jungiba, was born at Julameba in the Daintree. My grandmother, Ngarijina, was born at Jingalmo on the banks of the Mossman Gorge, just 2 hours north of here in Cairns. I'm going to tell you a story today about a Yalanji woman, and her name was Jungaji, wealth of knowledge. Jungaji didn't even know her name as she grew up, because as an innocent 4-year-old girl, Jungaji was stolen. From about 1910 into the 1970s, many Indigenous children were removed forcibly from their families as a result of various government policies all over the country. So that's over 60 years of children being removed. That's at least 2 generations. And we now know these generations as the stolen generations. Jungaji grew up in these homes, and as an adult, she didn't talk much about her time away from her family growing up in the dormitory. And she was asked once why she didn't cry much, and her reply was, "I have already cried all my tears every night from the time that I was taken until I was 8 years old." So for 4 years, this heartbroken little girl cried every night for her mum and dad. And for a total of 13 years, she was forbidden to speak her language. She was told it was evil, so much so that even she became afraid, because they were punished so severely if ever caught speaking their language. But a resilient Jungaji held on to a few Yalanji words. She remembered them and later passed them on to her children. She grew up to be a beautiful young woman, married and had 7 children. And here I stand today, a proud Yalanji woman, daughter of Jungaji. Munga, Jina, Gambi, These words we never ever spoke in English in our home. Words were hair, feet, clothes. In this way, my mum instilled in me the importance of keeping Yalanji language in our daily speech. Then when I was 16, I started learning more Yalanji phrases, and I was already composing music by this stage, and I decided then that I needed to put these phrases into a song so I could remember them and others could learn. Now, 21 years later, the next generation are singing this song. I'll sing it for you today. This is Wanju. Wanju budunge yurabama Karin yegunji majagar Karin yegunji majagar Ina bubu giru kari bama bama ubu guru ule Karin yegunji majagar Karin yegunji majagar Wanju yulu kare Wanju yundu dunge yulu kadinau kare mai yugal Jesus negunji Ina bobo kiro kari bama bama ubul guru ule Ina bobo kiro kari bama bama ubul guru ule Ina bobo kiro kari bama bama ubul guru ule Ina bobo kiro kari bama bama ubul guru ule Got it and yegunji majagar Got it and yegunji majagar Got it and yegunji majagar Got it Wanju budunge yura bama From the time that we are in our mother's womb, the first sounds we hear is that of her heartbeat, the rhythm, the sound, the melody. This is our first introduction to music. Then we go on to learn, some people, traditional songs, others learn nursery rhymes, and then we define our own tastes in music from there. But I'm going to talk about nursery rhymes that we all learn. Can I get a show of hands today? How many people in here know the song Twinkle Little Star? I think it's pretty fair to say that most of us in here know that song. Yeah. We know the lyrics, we know the melody, the actions to the song. Can I get another show of hands of how many of you here actually remember the moment that you learned that song? And I'm sure you remember that moment, one out of this whole room. And I'm sure that all of us have taught our children, and there's generations before us that know that song as well. This is the power of song memory. The Alzheimer's Association in the US, they go on to explain that Music is stored in so many different areas of our brain, which is why they use music therapy and the power of music to engage dementia patients in their last stages. Globally, Indigenous people have practiced muscle and song memory when we pass on oral history for thousands of years. Australian Indigenous people have practiced this oral history tradition for over 40,000 years. But under the oppression that comes with colonisation, we've had to take on a more Western approach to passing on our knowledge. But I feel like now is the time to strengthen our knowledge by using song memory. Indigenous language is at a critical point at this moment in our nation's history. For many years, elders, teachers, and researchers have been working tirelessly to retrieve and revive stolen languages. And in 2015, the federal government began investing in the Indigenous Languages and Arts program. Currently, I'm developing a program that uses song memory at the core of the teaching strategy, an Indigenous language program taught through song. There are many other artists like myself that have been keeping our languages alive through music. And this is an opportunity for us as artists to embed, enhance, and enrich our education system with the power of song memory. In a community not far from here, I've been running this program in Innisfail, far north Queensland. And we've been teaching the Mamu language with the elders there through song. So an entire generation of young children in that primary school are learning these songs, just like the nursery rhymes that you all learn. They're taking away stories of country, language from that country, and culture, law, and protocol within that. We as Indigenous people have a lot to bring to this national identity that we can all embrace as Australians. I believe in a national identity that sees us using the power of song memory in our early education for all children in this nation. A national identity that speaks the local Indigenous greetings in every hospital, shop, government building, every street corner and household of each community. A national identity that is ready to take these steps forward, moving forward with the First Nations people leading the way. Forward thinkers building a strong foundation on Indigenous language, culture, and protocol. What do you believe your national identity looks like in just 2 generations from now? Just like the birthplace of my grandfather at Julamba, do you know the birthplace, the name of your birthplace? The Indigenous name of your birthplace? Because I believe that my heart beats in sync with the land that I come from. That's what is so important. I feel that peace when I'm at home because my heart is beating in sync with that land. I'm going to invite Irileke Ingram on percussion, and I'll leave you with this thought and this song. This is a song I wrote called Heartbeat. Heartbeat. Your heartbeat is the rhythm that you feel from the beginning. Your heart beats in sync with the land that you come from. Heartbeat. Your heartbeat is the rhythm that you feel from the beginning. Yes, your heart beats in sync with the land that you come from. Feeling the rhythm, I know that you feel it connected to music because you were in it before you were born. All of the people are walking and talking and singing, and they're beginning in their own song. I have been waiting for so long for you to come back home. My trees felt you breathe in the sound of your heartbeat. Heartbeat. Your heartbeat is the rhythm that you feel from the beginning. Yes, your heart beats in sync with the land that you come from. Heartbeat. Your heartbeat is the rhythm that you feel from the beginning. Yes, your heart beats in sync with the land that you come from. Yanyo bobo wa wuro boko wanjo boyondo mojawan. Who is your friend? Ngayo bubungo jungo ji wanjo boyondo mojongo. Where is your strength? I have been waiting for so long for you to come back home. My trees felt you breathe in the sound of your heartbeat. Thank you.